Previously on Roll for Distraction, The Devil You Know. Following up on the cryptic message to C. Jane, the party headed down the shore to the historic home of the Leeds family in Leeds Point. The house is preserved by the township as a historical site and occasional tourist attraction. They spent a few minutes poking around the yard and cemetery before heading indoors. Inside, Atera could see thin, glowing geometric lines all along the walls. Following these magical lines led them to the bedroom, where Atera could see the lines converging on the bed. She touched the convergence and experienced a brief vision in 3 parts. First, she zoomed out from herself and saw the lines form a sort of web around the world. Then, she was in outer space, surrounded by illogical, 4-dimensional shapes and structures. Then, a white light tore through the vision, and she was in the bedroom of the Leeds house on a stormy night. The sound of a baby crying shifted into a monstrous howl, and the vision ended with screams and the sound of wood cracking. The vision seemed to confirm that the legend of the Jersey Devil's birth was at least somewhat true. Moments later, Harold, the house's caretaker, stopped by for his daily cleaning. He let slip that local troublemakers will sometimes try to stay in the house overnight. They took that idea and returned after sundown. Using a yes-no-maybe pendulum, they communed with Jane Leeds and asked her some questions. Jane told them that her baby is somewhere dark, surrounded by lightning and a blue glow. They took this to mean the local nuclear power plant, and resolved to do some investigation into the site the following day as they returned to school.
Welcome to Twitter.
Welcome audience.
Welcome.
Anyway, hello everyone. Up top before we get into the episode, the 6th episode of the show that you're watching, some quick housekeeping notes. If these things haven't happened yet, if future plans have changed, I will just cut this part. So today is February 16th, if you're watching this when it came out.
Wow, a month from now. Jeez.
January 15th, actually. What are you talking about?
Time is an illusion and it is an absolute fraud. It does not
we
matter.
Established
it's February
a fraud.
16th.
It's fine. So today is February 16th in the real world, in the future time. If the future has gone as I have foreseen, earlier this week I will have turned on the button that makes YouTube memberships a thing.
Like Aspen.
We expect nothing. We're a small channel, but hey, if you want to give us a couple of bucks every now and then, we'll take a couple of bucks every now and then. It would really help us out. You'll get a little badge next to your name. You'll get 24-hour early access to episodes of this show, so you get to watch them on Thursdays instead of Fridays. If you're thinking, I'm an audio listener, that's a bummer, because there's no way to transfer that to Spotify. You can listen to podcasts on YouTube. That is a thing. Our show is marked as a podcast, so you can listen to it audio only. You don't need like YouTube Premium or anything. It just works. So if you want to have that in audio form, that also works. So yeah, YouTube memberships get the join button below the video. It's next to like the subscribe and the like down there. If you do that, I love you. Anyway, second thing. Again, today is February 16th. If you are watching this when it comes out, then
Happy Valentine's Day.
On Monday the 19th, I'm gonna launch the beta test for the game I'm working on, Big Adventure Game, my TTRPG system. So keep an eye out for that video announcement. If you're watching this more than 3 days in the future, it's out. I'll update the link in the description or something. And just a general reminder, we do live streams. Try to do them at least once a week, usually on Tuesdays or Wednesdays, usually at 7 or 8. And if you want to know in advance when those are going to happen, you can check your subscriptions feed, or you can join our Discord server. We do those as well. Just general.
Discord.
Oh my god, Discord.
General reminder for that.
We also may not plan it until like the day of, so
well,
be on the lookout.
Yeah. Well, one day we hope to refine that into an organized schedule, but say love
Chaos
you.
is always a great option.
What?
Chaos is always a good option.
Oh.
I thought you said my ass is always a good option. Like,
I mean, that's also not incorrect, but I was saying chaos. Thank you.
Well, offering up your ass as an option is pretty chaotic.
Chaos.
No, chaos.
Chaotic neutral? No, it'd be
chaotic ass.
Yeah.
For the record, Alex, I also heard that, so it wasn't just you.
Thank you. All right, I'm not nuts. All right, good. I mean,
apparently I am,
work,
though,
maybe,
so
but
it's all right.
Anywho, thanks for joining us. Back to the show. It's the 6th episode of The Devil You Know, which picks us back up where we left off. You guys talked to a ghost yesterday. That was pretty crazy.
Yeah.
And also, maybe ley lines as a conspiracy theory.
I have a lore question.
Yes.
So, Katie's character, I am forgetting her name again, but she can see ghosts, correct?
Yep.
Generally.
Why did we not see Miss Lead?
Well, not every ghost is like a solid object in that way.
Not all spirits manifest themselves in the same way.
They also have to be willing to communicate with me.
Right.
If they think I'm a bitch and they're
she
I'm not talking to her.
operated the pendulum because you asked, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Well, we'll probably, maybe someday we'll talk to a ghost in a more straightforward manner, but she at least, she's been dead, hundreds of years. She's not quite as together.
Yeah.
She's over there, and there.
there, and over there.
I found my sticky note with everybody's character name on it, so we're good to go.
Guys, it's pinned in the Discord channel. I got it for you. I'm way ahead of you, as always. So today we're gonna pick up. It's now Monday, October 18th.
I thought it was February 16th. Confusing
Brian,
me, man.
What do we say about time?
It's a construct.
Like pants.
So yeah, we're gonna pick up on the 18th. You guys do have school today. And we had a pretty short to-do list at the end of last session. You said that my heart rate
jumped by 10.
Basically, all you're going to do is check up on Professor G and maybe do some research. So let's start with that. Does one of you send him an email in the morning?
Or does he have office hours? Could we go find him?
Yeah. I mean, I was going to basically get around to that in a long-winded kind of way.
Oh,
but
okay.
Does anyone try the email again?
Yes.
Let's just say all 5 of us are just going to send him an email at this point. Sorry.
We're all going to schedule it to send at 8 a.m.
So let's go with the logical assumption that Oliver, who already had an email chain, just says, "Hey, did you get my last email?" You do that relatively early. None of you have Monday morning early classes, but you send it at 9:30 a.m. when you roll out of bed. You get the automated return message again. Now, the text of it hasn't been updated. It still says, "I'm coming back on Monday the 18th, which is today. So either he hasn't gotten into the office and changed it yet, or
he's dead.
Something's not right. But on there, as Alex got ahead of me,
sorry,
it does have his office hours. And he does have office hours on Mondays. Which are at, I wrote it down.
Look at this guy writing stuff down.
There, right there. Yeah, he's got an office hour from 2 to 3 on Mondays.
Damn it, we gotta wait the whole damn day.
I do have one quick actual question.
Oh my god. All right, go ahead. Yes, actual question.
If a person was murdered out in the forest there, wouldn't a Terra be able to maybe see their ghost?
That's not 100. Not everywhere where murders happen is where there is a ghost.
Okay.
Oh. What about their spirit?
If he was there, yes. But
the ghost will appear for plot convenience, and only then.
What is the difference between a ghost and a spirit?
You can't drink a ghost.
Boo!
Blocking out. Good night, everybody.
Get this guy out of here.
Literally, boo.
That was actually pretty good. I'm pretty.
Boo, like a ghost.
I'm sad I didn't think of that first. Anyway, so back to my actual question.
I don't know, man.
Well, then I'm not asking you. I'm asking somebody who knows. Does anybody know?
Anyway, you go to school.
School has
in the morning. You don't have morning classes, but you agreed that you should, meet up and maybe plan some things. You get there at a comfortable 10:30.
I guess I don't have the gun on me now.
No.
I would certainly hope not.
I mean, I'm not gonna spring anything on you right now, anyway.
And Alex, you said that our class with him is Tuesdays, right?
Your class with the professor would be tomorrow. But, so you get there, Oliver tells you, these are when the office hours are. However, you guys have other classes today, so I'm going to take just a quick moment to roll some dice for who has classes at that time. And then I have a sort of second encounter planned for what the rest of you have. So it's gonna be kind of like episode 2 again, where like a couple of you go do one thing, a couple of you go do the other thing, you meet up at the end. Is that cool with everyone? So people who can't go, I'm looking at you guys in order. Just roll a d6. So Katie doesn't have class, just using a d6 odds and evens. John does have class. Brian has class or work or whatever. I'm gonna say you have class, 'cause it's just easier. Then you can be in the same place. Alex doesn't have class.
Cool.
And Gerard doesn't have class. So
Sick.
Atara, Izzy, and Jasper don't have class and can go to those office hours. Oliver and Mac do. I'll have something for you, don't worry.
I'm gonna hold you to that.
That'll happen after your class. We'll say for sake of argument that you guys have a class in the same building. You both have like your gen ed math or whatever.
Ew.
That you have to do. But otherwise, the floor is yours until 2 o'clock. Unless you want to just ahead to that. If there's anything else you want to do, Googling, research, library
discussion, or
yeah,
probably.
Like I said, you get there at 10:30 or whatever. You can hang out outside the courtyard and talk.
Yeah. Can we grab a coffee at the campus coffee shop?
Sure.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get a caramel latte.
that's beautiful. Very excited.
Can't go a single episode without ordering a bunch of food.
Nope.
Fun fact, this entire podcast is actually us just doing advertisements for various small eateries.
Yeah, we are not making enough money for that to be true. But if you hit the join button below.
Anyway, so some of us have class, some of us don't. So I guess we'll go find the
yeah, some of us have
professor?
class and the rest
That
of you
sucks
don't.
for you.
Yes.
I don't. So
That's great.
Yeah. Have fun.
what
in
are we
that.
asking the professor? Are we just going up and being like, "Hey,
Are
bro,
you
check
Checking to
sure
see
you're
if he's
alive."
alive. That's it.
I mean, that's objective number 1, definitely, is
But it'll
check
come
for
off
pulse.
creepy if we just go in there, he's there, and we're like, oh, good, you're not dead.
Here's the
Yeah,
thing, that's
that's
not
the
that
thing.
creepy, because there's a person that was murdered on campus and we couldn't get a hold of them.
But why would I be so concerned about my professor? Like, I care about him, but not like deeply to check in on him at the first instance I can possibly get.
Well,
I was just wondering, like, we didn't have proof that it could have been him, right? We just knew it was a older male that sort of fit his description, but I'm sure there's multiple professors at the school who are also an older male that teach here, you know?
That is correct.
So we never had any concrete.
Yeah. It's just a
information.
loose end you want to resolve, so you're going to at least
Okay.
check if he's in his office hour.
I'm like 10% of the mind that we see if we can fucking bring him in on this and be like, okay, how much of this do you actually know and do you actually believe it?
Yeah, like, are we going up? Am I just okay, I don't want to tell him that I can see ghosts. I think we should leave that part out.
Why do you figure out, like, if he's there and if he is alive, what do you want to say to him? What's your game plan for him? If he was just actually out for a couple of days.
do we want to tell him about the creature? Because I feel like
That's
we
What I'm
should,
getting
because
at,
he'd probably know.
like, is this man a true believer or is he just a, like, mildly interested person? Because if he's a true believer, he might be able to help us.
What if he's controlling them?
Well, then we need to kill him. But
But then we shouldn't give him all the information.
Yeah, I think we should open up by asking him about the death that happened, if he heard about it because he's been away, or if he knows anything about it. I think we should start there and then work our way to, like, testing the
Waters.
the conversation with him to see if we mention that we encountered a beast
A beast
Alright.
most foul.
of potential mythical origin.
I just don't want to, say too much.
I agree.
Sure.
Yeah.
I trust y'all, but
So wait,
we don't know him that
so
well.
who's
So, yeah,
who's
the-
going to his office
I wrote
hours?
The people going to office hours is Atara, Izzy, and Jasper. Oliver and Mac have class.
Okay, so just John and I are out.
Yes.
Right. If you guys are good with that, if there's nothing else you want to check or look up beforehand, it can be 2 o'clock now.
Yep.
I will leave it to the discretion of you three. Including Jasper, who can know if someone's lying by the way their sweat smells or something.
That's true.
Yeah, how
The
does that work,
pheromones
Alex?
are off.
Alex, as the
All right,
GM,
Daredevil.
how does that work?
It works because the character sheet says it does.
Are they Toph Beifong or?
He has expertise and insight. I don't know what to tell you.
All right.
So yeah, It's 2 o'clock now. You go to...
Wow, time sure does fly.
You go to the history building. You go to the history building, and you go to his office, and the hallway of offices. There's his door. It says Professor Gordon on it.
Is it locked?
Is the door closed?
Knock, knock.
Is it opened?
The door is closed.
Ajar.
Knock, knock.
No, the door's a door.
Boo! I'm not even there. Boo!
we just
there's
hear.
the ghost.
We just hear Oliver just shouting "boo" from the distance. And just
Down the hallway with the open door to the math room, and the
You're in a
professor's
different
like,
building.
"What are you doing? Get back in here!"
You two are in the math building. Anyway.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, you knock.
Knock, knock.
And there's no response.
I knock louder.
Oh no.
There's a louder lack of response.
I try the door handle.
It's unlocked.
Whoa,
I
shit.
open the door while knocking. Knock, knock.
You open the door with the polite knock thing, and so you open the door into his office. It's your typical tiny
He's dead.
professor's office where it's let's say there's no body. That would be really weird if his body was just here. Where it's a small like sort of L desk and a computer and some files, like a filing cabinet and some papers scattered around.
I check his computer.
It's got a password.
I type
Is there
password.
a post-it note with the password written on it on the
Yeah.
desk?
How old is this guy again?
Like 39.
Yeah, he's old enough to leave his password on a sticky note somewhere. Does he have any notebooks lying around?
Does anyone wanna? Well, I don't know. Hey, let me see.
What? Hold on.
How should I?
Let's check the sheet. What can I do again? Investigate a mystery? That would basically be it, right?
There is
Or
always
read
that,
it.
yeah.
Or would it be read a bad situation?
No, because there's no danger.
I want to investigate a mystery in the office.
Okay.
What's that? Plus sharp? That's my best skill. Oh, man down. That's...
You right there, buddy?
That is 10.
Okay. You can ask me 2 of those questions.
Oh, jeez. Well, the only one I really wanted was what is being concealed here?
All right. That was the correct question. So you spend a little bit of time rifling through some papers, and you, Jasper, you're gonna love this. Give me a second to upload this for you.
Oh boy.
Oh, shit.
You find this, which is in the Monster of the Week channel for you guys. I will describe it for the audio listeners. It is a printed out screenshot of Google Maps of the area, the same one that we've been looking at this whole time. But it has writing on it in pen of several things, which I'll let you guys read out in a moment. And taped to it is the drawing of the Jersey Devil, kind of like the one you would find on Wikipedia, like the traditional drawing of the Jersey Devil.
Not our boy.
Is that where it came from?
Yeah, dedefinitely. Professor Gordon is the artist who uploaded this to Wikipedia.
Imagine.
Professor Gordon is 400 years old.
Wikipedia is not that old, but okay. So yes, you guys can read the scribbles on here if you want.
I like how actual Christian demon is crossed out.
I just like in all caps, who's in charge?
Who is in charge?
Who is in charge?
Okay.
here?
WSU police annex. Never see anyone go by. Student disappear. Sorry, the writing is small.
It's tiny.
Hold on, I'm making it bigger. Okay.
Mayor
Now I
had
see.
heart attack in 78.
In quotes. Student hit by car in 99.
Student disappeared in 87.
The most recent thing appears to be 2004.
Oh yeah, the campers lost around here in 55, 88, and 04.
Emilio crash caused by JD. Jersey Devil, where is the plane?
Oh, I was wondering what JD meant. I'm okay. Can't find any college or town budget records before 2008. That sounds sus.
That's sus as fuck. Maine, Wharton State University, Police Department office. They've all been here longer than me.
I really like that the WSU PD says, "What's up?" The main Wasumpta office.
Wasumpta
office.
This can't be right. Alien, radioactive mutant, genetic experiment, not an actual Christian demon, or an undiscovered species.
I did think that said Alan instead of alien.
I mean, I spelled that right for the record.
I was like, this can't be right. Alan?
Alan.
Steve.
Steve.
Man.
I think that also comes in almost every podcast we do.
It should.
At least
it's
once a season.
iconic.
At least once a season.
Need to visit Leeds Point someday, I think is the only thing we haven't read yet.
Yep, and we did that. We did that for him.
They want to read the power plant one?
Yeah, I was about to say, I didn't want to interrupt you
see
guys, but it wasn't the power plant mentioned?
Yeah,
at one
power
point?
plant never posted a job opening in the papers or online. So who's working there?
The demons. Oh wait, it can't be demons. It can't be the demons because they don't exist. They're crossed out.
You thought you were gonna say it can't be the demons because we established they don't have fingers, so how could they work at a power plant?
Can I take a photo of the map and send it to the two in class?
In school. We're all in school.
Yeah, you could do
Like
that.
a text
That's fine.
message real quick, just like a little
Yeah.
send it to them.
Yeah.
With no
Guys,
context. Describing nothing, just sending them that.
Guys, he's got a red string conspiracy map.
Essentially,
He's
yeah.
Charlie Day with the string.
None of his other
Charles
papers
Day.
appear sus. They look like
Aliens.
lesson plans and typical stuff like that.
With no password for his computer though.
No password for the computer.
David. I type in password.
No, sorry.
Damn it.
Jersey Devil, but with a 3 in Jersey.
WSU admin.
Mac and Oliver, you guys get this text message while you're in class with this image. Do you say anything in your group chat?
No, because I'm in class, so I don't check my phone while I'm in.
Oh,
class.
okay, you're being good boys. Okay.
I'm like,
Aw.
I check. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Oh shit. Mac.
So
you're not in the
Yeah,
you're not in the
so-
same class. You're in the same building.
I thought they were in
Oh,
the
we're
same
not?
gen ed.
I thought you said we were in the same gen ed math class.
I mean, I guess you could be. Whatever. Sure. Why not? I feel like I put numbers on the little intro thing at the beginning, and they weren't the same. But they're arbitrary. So sure.
Okay,
Whatever.
whatever. It doesn't matter if we're not in the same one. I'm just gonna leave.
Oh, I gotta poop, and then you just leave.
No,
John,
it's
you should-
college.
you
I
should-
can just take my bag and leave. I'm not chained to the fucking chair.
Anyway,
Um,
moving on.
Yeah, you three in the room continue. Gerard, you do have a second question that you
I
could ask.
do. I'm looking. It has to be from this list.
Unless you're looking at those and you're like, these are all absolutely useless to me, and you want to ask me something else, which is a house rule technically. But
By looking at the office, does it look like it's in shambles, or it's just like a normal office with papers and stuff stacked? Like, was he like running out or something?
Okay, I'll give you an answer for that. The office is in pretty good shape. It doesn't look like it was like ransacked, but you do notice, as you turn around, that the lock on the door, which is just like one of those ones where it's like the tiny little turn inside the main part of the doorknob, right?
Yeah.
It's not like a second one on top. It's just like in the doorknob. The cap to it is off,
Oh.
so the lock doesn't work. So somebody may have somewhere or another broken the lock.
Oh, that's why it was unlocked. Ah.
Right, because it literally can't be.
Shut up, Mac! You're not in the scene.
Huh.
No, but Brian's here though.
But Brian.
True. Her.
Herm.
Look, the door. The door has been
Can I?
broketed.
Yeah. Can we look around the ground to see if that cap is anywhere? Like to see if it happened recently, if it was a recent thing, or if it was like cleaned
sure.
up and it's gone.
Tell you what, I'll let you do like one more thing in here because you are, breaking into a professor's office. Somebody's gonna walk by at some point. So like, pick one question to ask me, one more thing about the office, and then like, you have to get out. You can keep talking about the map if you want to after that. But so, do we want to look for the cap to the door or to the lock, or do we want something else?
Computer password.
We don't need the password.
I'd say either seeing if we can find the cap to see like if it broke recently, or if I see any magical influences in the room.
Well, that'll just tell you. No, you don't see any magic.
Okay,
Here.
beautiful.
I hear one for cap and one for password. Alex, do you have a deciding vote?
I would do the cap.
Okay. Well, sorry, Gerard.
Curse is foiled again by democracy.
Okay. Yeah, so you do find the cap. It is in the trash, in his tiny little trash bin under the desk, amid some
threw it in the
papers and tissues.
He most likely knew it was broken. So it's not like someone tried to break in over the weekend, most likely, but possible still.
Yeah.
Why would the Weeknd want to break in here? He doesn't need to be in here.
Save your doorknobs for another day.
Perfect.
Another professor walks by, and she looks at you guys and says, hey, what are you doing in Professor G's office? Get out of there.
He
Manipulate
has-
someone. Tell him to fuck off. No, I'm joking.
I can manipulate them if you need me to, but I was just gonna tell them that he has office hours right now. We were just waiting in his office for him to show up for his office hours.
She's like, all right, well, I mean, he's not here, so. And then she like gestures at some chairs in the hallway, like a bench.
Can I read her mind to see what she's thinking?
I think you have to roll investigate a mystery to do that.
I think so. Yeah. It's gonna be 9 either way. They're both +1, so it's a 9.
And what are you trying to do?
Just to see if she knows anything more about him, like if she knows that he's not supposed to be here today, or if she knows something happened, or like if she knows that he's not
Sure,
here and that's why she's telling us to get out.
No, she doesn't seem. She seems just as surprised that he's not here as you. But nonetheless, rules is rules. So she's like, "Get out of there, you dang kids!"
Get out of there, you rapscallions!
You meddling
She shakes her
kid.
fist. Get off my get out of the office.
Okay.
Get off my lawn.
Just
And then-
waiting.
And then when you walk out, she closes the door and then keeps walking.
She broke the door. Ask her if she broke
no,
the door.
No.
No.
Did we take the map with us?
We took a photo of it.
I mean,
we
you could if
have
you
it.
want. You could fold it up, put it in your pocket. I don't care.
Jasper folded it up and put it in his pocket before he left. Nope,
All right.
Jasper took it.
It's just it's a sheet of printer paper. So
How far is the math building from the history building?
I mean, you know,
Is it like across
200
campus?
200
or
feet?
a
building?
4-minute power walk. Like,
Alright, so John tapped me on the shoulder when I didn't check my phone, and we're both heading over now. Is that what's going on?
if that's what you want to have happen.
Yes, that's yep, that.
Okay, so meanwhile, right in the math building, you guys you get the text. Oliver taps you on the shoulder. You get up. You walk out. This is where the other thing happens to you. The other thing that I said I have planned. So, hang on. Give me a second here. Just want to make sure I do
The
this right.
suspense is killing me.
That silence made me really concerned that Discord broke.
Me too. 'cause it already
There was just a
broke
moment
earlier.
of, did I do something? I didn't touch anything.
The clock stopped ticking and all sound went away.
What?
You got the boo.
Pew.
Damn, time really is an illusion.
It's just a fraud. It really is.
There are no rules.
Put your
You
shirt
guys are
back
walking
on.
through the
There's one rule.
like the courtyard sort of area. And as you're going, Oliver, another student, you figure same age as you, walks up next to you and starts like walking with you. And
Stabs you.
she says, hey dude, what's up? I thought you had class right now. And you don't recognize this person.
Do I know you?
Is that fucking Sam?
And she's like, oh, okay, very funny. No, seriously, I thought you had math today.
I did. The professor wasn't going over anything important. I already know it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm basically a genius.
I just got the chills.
So I'm, as the player, going to ask: Does this person have any resemblance to Sam?
John, what color was Sam's hair?
I never made any of those details. I just made them a name.
Just pick a color.
Brown.
Okay, well, her hair's brown.
There's like a million people with
I
brown
just
hair.
stopped walking.
I know, but she knows him, and he doesn't recognize her because they were
Yeah,
like
so
fucking
so
3.
you confused. Stop walking, Mac. You don't recognize this young lady either.
Okay, so Mac
and,
can see them too. Good.
Yes, you see her. She's corporeal. And yeah, you're just kind of staring at her, and she sort of stops and stares back at you, and she's like, "What?"
Is John's whole backstory a lie?
Sam?
She just goes, "Oliver."
I'm gonna say that I just run. I just sprint away. I'm like, I need to go. In silence, I just sprint away. And realize I have the highest possible physical stat, so I can run like a 4-minute mile.
That's fine. Yes, your toughness high.
Out.
You're in shape.
There is a cloud of me-shaped dust.
You sprint. She doesn't give chase. Mac, what do you do?
Sam and I stare at John having just ran away like the Roadrunner, and I turn back to her and I go, "Well, I'm going that way," and I just turn to follow him.
She's like, "Okay," and then you run away from her.
I don't run. I just kind of walk briskly to try to catch
maybe
up.
power jog.
A light jog. A light
power
confused
walk there a little
jog.
bit.
You saw me like head towards the parking lot.
Where do you stop running?
My car.
Oliver. At your car. Okay.
Yeah.
Mac, you eventually catch up to him. You see him near his car. What do you do?
Hey, are you all right? What's going on?
As you walk up to him, he takes a little pill bottle out of his backpack, and he takes one.
Like anxiety med? Or...
Yeah.
You look like you've just seen a ghost.
We did.
We might have. That was... That looked like Sam.
Like,
I guess,
Sam
like,
from your childhood,
grown...
Sam?
Yeah, I guess, like, grown up, that looked like her now. So I needed to just run so that I didn't have a mental breakdown there.
I put my hand on John's shoulder, or not John. What's your name? Oliver's shoulder. I put my hand on Oliver's shoulder, and I'm just like, alright, just breathe, man. Just take a second.
Mm-hmm. The pills will kick in a minute. And it's like you touch... He's shaking. You feel his pulse in, like, the shoulder where you touch, and it's like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I didn't know it could go that high. Because you're a lifeguard, you understand that, and you're like, oh my god, was it like 210?
Oh my god.
Yeah. I'm like, alright, just here, take a squat down and just take a seat for a second. Just take some deep breaths.
I like open the car door and I just sort of sit there and I'm like head in hands and I'm like hyperventilating. And then a few minutes pass and it's like, okay.
Like, I know exactly where you are. I was just there 24 hours ago.
A little more than that, but yeah.
Like
48 hours ago.
48, yeah. Nonetheless, point stands.
Before I say anything else, what's your current state?
I haven't had a heart attack yet, so that's good.
No, like out of conversation, like your bodily motions, like I'm just trying to read the situation.
His pulse is going down, he's sort of like sitting up, it looks like the breathing.
Yeah, I mean within a few minutes, you know.
Okay.
Still confused, of course, but able to think clearer and calm at this point.
I haven't had to take those in years.
So once I've seen that John is kind of calmed down and he's reached a
hope they weren't
semi-stable
expired.
point.
Yeah.
They're not.
Yeah.
Just saying.
So once I see that John's at a stable point, I go, all right. So what's going through your head right now? Talk to me.
I'm hoping that I'm not having a psychiatric episode and that the delusions.
Oh, I saw her too. So if you're going, I'm going.
That's
with you.
good. That's good. But see, here's the thing: you were also the person who was going. So I start checking social media. Like I try and find that person, like students at the school with that name.
So yeah, you start going through your phone. I'll tell you what you find on, I guess, Facebook and like Instagram or whatever else you have, and in your text messages, you have it's Back to the Future, right? Like this person just exists now.
Whoa.
It's like she never went away. It's like she never got taken away or killed or whatever when she was like 3 or 4 or whatever you were.
Like history just changed?
Pretty much. That's what it seems like. And you two seem to remember the old version of this, where she died and everything. But looking through Facebook and text messages and things, she's your childhood best friend, your buddies. You were up together. You were,
What
neighbors
the
and family
fuck?
friends and the whole thing. Graduated high school. You're both going to the same college,
Did we
different
go through,
majors,
like, a
but you still
wormhole
hang
or
out.
something?
I was gonna say, what the fuck? Did it give her
What's the
back?
last thing you remember?
The last thing I remember about
You're
her...
not here, hang on.
I'm also not here, yeah.
The last... I'm just gonna say this, and if it weren't for the pills, he'd probably have had a heart attack by now. He is, like... Something is wrong.
Yeah.
Something is very wrong. We need to find everyone else right now.
Okay, let's go.
So we go to the professor's office, because that's the last place we knew where they were.
Right, so...
We text them to see if they're there.
Fair.
I'll text them while you're composing yourself. I'm like,
so
hey, we're on our way. You guys still there?
Back to the other camera. You guys are sitting outside the professor's office. You're sat there for like a minute before you even think about doing anything, and you get a text from Mac saying, "Are you guys still at the professor's office?" To the group chat.
Sorta.
We got stuck outside.
There's
We're just
just
in
sorta.
leaving.
He's not here, and I don't think
Okay.
he's coming in today.
So Mac, you get
Why?
that text? Are you gonna be like, well, we need to meet up or whatever? Like,
And I'm not gonna leave Mac this time, because I'm at this point worried
Right.
about reality fracturing. I'm like,
someone needs to see me at all times.
If no one sees me, I will disappear.
Okay, we'll be there in X minutes. How far are we?
Yeah,
away from-
in 5, right? And you walk at a normal pace down to the history building.
In a
You get
briskly
there.
normal pace, yeah.
Yeah, comfortable pace. And you get there, and your friends are, as they said, sat on the bench outside his office. You guys are sitting there. The two of them come around the corner. Mac just looks generally a little bit stressed, and Oliver looks literally like he's seen a ghost. He's pale.
I just give them my phone with the social media open and go, something is wrong.
He's shaking
Something
and crying
changed.
and farting.
I'm not crying.
Who's that?
That's Sam. It's like she was never
What?
gone.
The one from your tragic backstory, Sam?
And you all remember the tale. Your minds haven't been changed.
I chime in and say, we just literally ran into her, and both he and I saw her, and it's Sam as if she
She
grew
was
up,
there.
and
She touched my shoulder. It was real. And now it's like she was never gone. But I don't remember it.
A tarot. What did your tarot cards do?
They don't do anything. They just tell you things. They said she could return.
Damn, well, we didn't know they meant this.
I didn't know that meant nothing happened.
I didn't know that either.
Why are we
you
in
sure
a
you didn't
wormhole?
just imagine everything?
I show
There's
you the social
photos.
media. How did I imagine this? It's 20 years of stuff.
We're in Back to the
19,
Future,
but-
guys.
Wait,
So-
what year did you say she disappeared?
You're 19. You guys were 3 when it happened. It's so 16 years ago. So 99.
Yeah, 99.
The map. Student hit by car in 99.
It says student, which would have been
A college student
older.
in
She's
99.
Damn.
3. She
Would have not
be
been a
student
3-year-old girl.
anything other than a preschool. Also, they lived in Tom's River. Not the point.
It's not one photo. It's in its social media account. It's family. It's everything. It's like nothing. It's.
You're freaking out in the hallway of the history building, by the way.
Oliver, are you in any of those pictures?
Yes.
Oh. I don't
Do
like
the
it.
photos that we see, is there any magical influence that I can see within the photos? Like, do they shimmer in a different way than a normal photo on Facebook?
No.
No.
Okay, what's the last thing everyone remembers from last night?
Talking to Jane.
Talking to Jane, and then what did we do after we talked to Jane?
We all went home.
You went home.
Did we all remember going home?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You do.
And my nightly Mountain Dew.
Either A, we somehow jumped through a time portal on our way home to each of our individual homes, or B, John's crazy.
So here's the
He
thing.
just imagined
She
his
goes
entire
to this school.
backstory.
You would all know who she is.
But it's a big school, question.
It's
Well,
not.
it is a big school, but nonetheless, none of you suddenly have memories of this person.
Yeah.
And you're all Facebook friends with Oliver, those of you who have Facebook, and you've never seen her tagged in any of his pictures. But now they're there, with relatively recent tags on some of them, within the
Pictures
last couple
that
months.
you've seen of me. Pictures of things that I went to were. I mean, that's just it. She'd have been part of this group.
You're right. She
I-
probably would
I-
have
We're
taken
part of
this
this
damn
group
class.
because we're in class together. She's not in our
I
class.
put my hand up and I say, all right, we're talking very loudly about some supernatural stuff. We should go to a secure location. We should head to,
To
the
the
library
car.
and get a study room so we can talk about this stuff.
Look, I'm role-playing a person who's having a manic episode, okay? I'm not in the
Well,
right
you hear
mind.
this suggestion and you're like, okay, that's a good idea. why don't you guys pick a spot to?
Wait,
Why don't we just go
I
sit
have
in
a better
Oliver's car?
suggestion.
There's
I
you also
have a better-
two of you or three of you have dorm rooms. Also, it's also an option.
Yeah, but they have
a better
roommates.
suggestion. We talk to this supposed Sam and ask her questions.
Let's talk amongst ourselves first, and
Yes.
then we can decide whether or not to get Sam involved. So I vote the study room because the car. It's awkward to sit in a car with 5 people and have a conversation. And you can't face each other, whatever. And the parking lot is too public itself. So I would vote study room in the library.
Sure.
But there's people in the study room. They could hear how crazy.
No,
they're like little
Crazy.
private
Personal,
Oh, yeah,
mini
yeah, yeah,
rooms,
yeah.
you know,
the private mini rooms.
Listen,
yeah.
it's been a hot
for like
minute since I've been in college.
6 or
so-
7 people size rooms.
I'm entering conspiracy mode. How do we know this place isn't fucking bugged?
Oh God.
That's what I've been telling myself too, man.
Well, anyway, you walk to the library. You don't bump into Sam on the way, which you're
Thank
thankful
God.
for. And yeah, now you get one of the rooms. There's plenty available. It's the middle of the day, you know, so you're good. People are in class.
I sit in a chair, like, in a corner. I'm just like, I need a second. You guys look through the phone, see if you figure anything out. I just need a minute.
Can we all check our own personal social medias? Maybe it's probably going to be the same for all of us, but just to make sure that our stuff is.
Like you check from your Facebook account. Yeah, she exists.
Yeah.
One mutual friend, Oliver Hask.
Yeah.
Is she in Oliver's phone, like in his contacts?
There is a history of text messages with her, pretty innocuous. You know, normal friend conversations.
When are they dated?
What?
When are the text messages
Like,
dated?
when's the most recent text? Like 3 days ago.
What were we doing 3 days ago?
Planning to go fight the
Friday.
devil.
3 days ago? Nothing in particular. It was Friday. It was during our little time skip.
We had a time skip. Wait.
Yes.
You skipped from Wednesday to Saturday.
Yeah.
Okay.
We didn't find a
right.
time warp that we're aware of.
No.
Not
that
kind of
time skip.
It's just a jump to the left.
left.
And you put your hands on your hips.
All right. So is it possible that we went through a wormhole but we went to Wawa? Maybe Wawa's now.
My God, it's always the Wawa.
Possible, but unlikely.
I would like to go over clarifying stuff. Like, you'd look through Oliver's phone and the camera roll, there'd be pictures going back to when they were in high school and middle school, when they got
Yep.
phones.
It's all there.
My God.
Graduation.
There would be things that you can't fabricate unless
Yeah. And
I'm
you don't remember any of it, but these look like wholesome high school memories and middle school memories. Well, maybe just high school, as smartphones. It's 2015, but
I probably have shown you pictures of things from my past before, so you know that they weren't there.
Is something magical going on with Oliver himself? Like,
Do I
his
see any
brain not
magical
working correctly?
influence?
he does not appear to have
He doesn't
birds
have the
flying
magical
around his head or
madness?
Yeah,
anything.
he looks fine to me. He's not glowing.
Well, he is quite pale. So he's kind of glowing?
He's a little more reflective than usual.
So what happened with the professor? Was he in his office? What? We
No.
didn't
No.
talk about that.
We sent you the photo of the only thing in there that had anything to do with the Jersey Devil.
Yeah, I
you
looked
guys
at
can
that,
now
so-
look over and remark on the map if you want. Yeah.
Just so I
Yeah.
take my mind off this, I'm gonna look at this photo.
Yeah, he's got like a red string conspiracy map on his computer.
It was printed out.
Oh, it was printed.
That's
Sorry.
printed out. We couldn't get in the computer. Remember, I tried password. It just locked tight.
Well, I've been walking, so I'm looking at it now.
Where is the nuclear reactor?
Power plant, at the bottom right corner of the town.
Okay, so it's the X that says power plant. Okay. Weird, it's not near any bodies of water.
But apparently, a student was hit by a car in '99 right outside of it.
What else did you? Before we go on further into this map, what else did you guys find in his office, or so I guess he wasn't there? Anybody?
No,
any
the door-
information about where he is, where he was, what happened?
No, the door was unlocked. It was broken open. We walked inside. This is the only thing we found, and then some other teacher yelled at us to leave.
Broken open. Wait, did you guys look for the lock?
We did. We found it in the trash.
We did. It was in the trash.
Whoa. Okay. All right, interesting. So we still don't know where he is.
The teacher we found didn't seem to know why he wasn't there either. She was just as shocked as we were that he wasn't there.
All right. Alex, do we know? We wouldn't know where he lives. Sometimes, you know
No.
what? When I was in college, some of our professors were to give us their home number. Did he do that on his syllabus in the beginning of the semester?
What?
No, you just have his email.
What kind of crazy professors do you have?
Professors that really wanted to be able to be there
I mean,
for their students.
I had like one or two professors sell numbers in like senior year when we were making like films. Like I went to
Yeah.
film and
when
TV.
there's a
we were,
dozen
like, making movies
students,
together.
That's kinda what
maybe.
Right, when there was a class with 10 kids and we were a film crew and they were my executive producer. That's a little different.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, there's 10 kids in our class. No, there's 5. How many of us?
It's fine, yeah, but there's
Math.
there's it's not like a high level course.
This
It's
is a
kind of whatever.
mid-level. This is a mid-level history elective, not
Right.
not a capstone.
Nothing
or,
urgent.
All right, so it looks like he was looking into all of this as well. So it doesn't look like he was involved. It just looks like he's trying to figure things out. So he probably
Wasn't involved. Does
he's
this look like
probably
the ramblings
looking
of someone
into
who
this.
wasn't involved?
Well,
It does look
somebody
like the
who wants to
rambling
be
of someone
involved.
who's not involved. It looks like someone who's trying to figure it out,
Yeah, it's somebody who's trying to involve himself so that he can figure it out.
like us.
Yeah.
Just like us.
So
Fuck, is
it's a
she
very
alive?
possibility.
Right,
Focus,
flipping back
Oliver.
and forth.
So it's a very possibility that he's either dead or captured.
I think the phrase "who is in charge" is kind of interesting. Does it imply that someone is leading these creatures?
I'm sorry. Look, based on this map, I would say that the government set up a base in the power plant because some sort of creature attacked the plane and they've contained it there.
Fair.
It's weird that they built a nuclear power plant not near a source of water. It would need it for cooling.
Underground water?
All right, field trip to the power plant.
So student disappeared in 87 and student hit by car in 99. They're questions. Why are they questions?
Because those are cover stories.
No,
Is
you
it
just
all connected?
think it's a cover story?
It's always all connected, don't you see, man?
Oh.
Need to visit Leeds Point someday. We can cross that out because we did that.
Some sort of timey-wimey fuckery is afoot.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Feeling a bit wibbly wobbly there.
Aside from Sam being alive, has anyone else noticed any weird time dilations?
I don't think so.
Anything
No.
weird or out of the ordinary that we don't remember?
No, you all feel fine. Oliver felt fine until recently. You start digging through your own social media, and nothing seems amiss. No texts you don't remember, no emails you don't remember. Seems you don't happen to share any classes with Sam.
Did we all have the same dream last night?
No, none of you had particularly weird dreams last night.
I checked my schedule. Am I registered for that history class? Is that actually here? Is that a thing?
Modern Myth and Folklore? Yes, you're
Yeah,
actually in the
okay,
class.
that's real. Okay.
So the only thing that's not real, or the thing that's amiss, is that Sam is back. That's the only thing that we've noticed so far,
Yeah,
Alexander?
Sam exists, and she seems to have...
Always existed?
Sounds like our only lead is to interrogate Sam.
Sounds like Oliver's going to the Grippy Sock Hotel.
Well, she wouldn't be the first ghost I talk to, so I'll talk to her.
I guess I'll just text her and be like, hey, do you have a few minutes? I'm sorry about before. I had a weird...
To shit.
I had to poop real bad.
Yeah, if you just tell her that, she'll understand entirely and no questions.
I really
had
had
bad
to go.
sushi.
I feel like you just gotta talk in circles there. What do you say? Type out your text.
Hey, I'm sorry that I sprinted off before. Do you have a minute? Like, we maybe meet for coffee or something? Just hang out a little bit?
Or do you want to invite her to our study hall, our study room?
No, I think I would like to meet alone. You guys can stand like away and observe and make sure that some weird demon doesn't steal me. But
So you want to like meet her at the student center or whatever
Yeah.
for coffee. They sit at another table.
and then you guys
You
are
know,
in
20
pairs
feet
at
away.
different angles, keeping
Yeah, I'll
an eye
read her
on-
mind. It's fine.
Yeah, do that.
Wah 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 wah.
Her mind is like, wow, Oliver's acting really weird. I don't know what the hell's going on with him. And then Oliver's mind is like, the fuck is going on? Where am I? What's happening? What's real?
There's just the dial-up tone on there. Sure. Yeah. You text her that, and she says, "LOL, no worries, dude. I was actually on my way off campus because that was my last class for the day, but we can hang tomorrow at lunch if that works." Which it does. You have history on Tuesdays, and then you have a lunch break.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you don't have history, but yeah.
What time is it? What time was these classes? 2? You said?
Yeah, it was 2 when you went to go see the professor. It's probably almost 3 by now.
How long does it take to get to the power plant? I say we play hooky the rest of the day and go inspect the power plant.
I mean, it's across town. It's a short drive. It's 5-10 minutes if you hit all the lights.
But what are we looking for there?
It's not like open to the public, but
Well, right, but we can scope it out.
you can drive by and take a peek. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Does anybody
Yeah.
else
If
have
you guys are all cool with that, if
it?
there's nothing else you want to do here.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I
Let's go.
guess.
I'll text back. Yeah, okay, sounds good. Looking forward to it. See you then.
All right,
I
great.
don't think Oliver should be the one driving.
No.
Fuck no.
Somebody else take a
Yeah,
turn.
I'll drive.
You get in Mac's car this time, and yeah, you just do a simple little drive-by of the power plant. You've all driven by it plenty of times before, but I guess you never really quite gave it a good look. Are you looking for anything in particular on it?
Do
Or
I
around
see any magical influences?
Okay, I'll give you this. Yes, it's very hard to see, especially in the daylight, but in sort of the steam that comes out of the top of it, out of the big stack, there's just some wisps of green and yellow. It's kind of a similar color to the lines that were at the Leeds house.
That's
Hey,
the radiation.
is
Don't look at
he-
it too long.
Yeah.
What color is that smoke?
It's technically not smoke, it's steam, but
Is
It's
it
just
what
steam.
color? Anybody in the car answer me. What color is it?
it's
like whitish.
white.
Yeah.
Gray.
White or clear
I'm
white? What do
guessing
you
you
see?
see
What color is
something
it for
else.
you?
No,
Yeah,
it's
what-
it's the color of the lines at the house. It's the
Great,
same colors.
great. Okay.
Oh, that's fun.
Sort of.
Fair. It is
How-
mostly white. It just has some
Yeah.
wisps of color in it,
They've
but
made this.
nonetheless.
This only looks like a nuclear power plant. It's actually powered by ley lines. Okay, cool.
How well can
Here.
you see it?
It's like it's
Not
like
well.
Doom.
It's
They're
bright.
powering everything with demons.
It's bright and it's very lightly colored.
Would it help if we came back later tonight while it's darker?
I mean, you would just see it more clearly. That's
Yeah, I don't think that would make a difference.
What's the security looking like in this place?
pretty hefty, even considering that it is a nuclear reactor.
Fun fact,
big, tall, thick fence.
the only
barbed
time
wire,
I've had a
the
gun
works.
pointed at me in real life was because we got accidentally too close to a nuclear power plant.
But anyway, yeah, that'll definitely happen if you try to drive up here. There are armed guards at a sort of gate checkpoint. There's just one, so yeah, it is pretty tough to get in here. It seems.
All right. I say we circle back tonight when it's easier for Tara to see. I would also like to visit the points of the points in question. So the X's, I'm assuming, student disappeared in
We're
'87.
not going
That
to
X
visit
there.
all of them in this session, but if
Well-
you want to maybe
Well, here's my
pick one or
here's
two,
my
but-
question. The X marks note where these events potentially happened. Student hit by car in '99. That's where the
Thereabouts
X
anyway.
is.
Yeah.
Okay. I think it would be if we just the ones in Kara's in the blue. If we
Carranza.
Ranza?
Carranza, that one,
The
yeah.
city?
Sorry, the gears in my head were jolting to a start. Yeah, the gears in my head just kind of jolted, and I couldn't say anything correctly for
That
like
is
2
okay.
seconds. All right, I think we should just visit the X marks. Student disappeared in '87. Student hit by car in '99. Mayor heart attack in '78, and see if Atera can see anything spirit-wise, magic-wise in those places.
Do me a
It's a lot
favor
of
and
places.
pick one of them, just because,
Time.
Student hit by car in
Recording
'99
time.
because it's on our way back.
Hit by
Alright.
car in '99.
So yeah, you can pull up to that road. This is a road that, because it basically just leads to the power plant, doesn't have any businesses or anything on it. It's just wild grass on either side of it and some trees.
Can I
It's
oops
not-
in this spot?
Tell you what, Brian, I'll give you your oops, even though this isn't right. It's supposed to be something irrelevant, but as you're driving, you spot a cross memorial on the side of the road. You figure that's the spot, so you're like, this is exactly where it happened for sure. But often when people die in a car accident, they'll put up a cross on the side of the road with their
Yep.
name, and people will put flowers. It's,
Yeah.
been a number of years, so it's just the cross at this point. But nonetheless.
Can we pull over and inspect?
You may do so.
This was the year Sam went missing.
It happens to be the
99.
same year, yes.
Was that planned?
Well, I'm not going to tell you that.
What the hell was a student doing out here?
Drinking?
On their
They
way
got
to the
hit by
power
a
plant.
car.
Yeah.
Doing stupid shit.
I mean, we're also doing stupid shit right now, going
Yeah.
around places. So who knows what this person
I
was
suppose
doing?
this person could have also been like, something's fishy here, and then been
Or
mauled
just
to death.
Find
by-
a place that they can do something in the woods with the friend or something.
Yeah, but there's so much woods closer to the school. Why go to the access road that the power plant is on? It's like towards the power plant.
Well,
Maybe they
Tara,
work
do you
there.
see or feel or whatever anything funky in this area?
Hello?
Yeah, so Katie, if you want to find something, you can use your magic. I'm going to say either you can roll, do magic, or you can roll investigate a mystery.
I mean, I would prefer use magic because that's much better.
Sure. Well, what specifically is your intent of the spell?
To see if I don't know. Because
I don't know.
I know, because what my brain wants to do is like see if I can use magic to like recreate what happened here, but I'm like, magic doesn't do that. That doesn't make any kind of sense.
You want to do Batman detective vision?
Yes.
Reconstruct
Yes.
the past kind
In
of
a
thing.
video game, that's what I want. But like magic
Yeah.
and what would work in a real life-ish scenario, that's not going to work.
Well, I mean,
Can I?
Yeah, I mean, sure.
You can
If
cast
if you're going to
spells.
allow me to do that, I rolled.
Again, it has the the
8.
effect of a glitch if you fail. Wait, you
I
got
rolled
8?
an 8.
Okay. Let me see here.
Should I just see some shit?
So you're standing there, and well, I'll say this: it works partially, but it's gonna have a side effect after I tell you what works. So describe how you go about your spell. Like, what do you do to do the magic?
I take some herbs out of my little pocket, my little satchel that I have with me. I sprinkle them to the ground, and then I sit there and meditate until something happens. I'll probably be saying some type of incantation
In the road.
quietly to myself. Straight in the road, yes.
I order pizza from Domino's.
I will also get my bones out of my bag and just have my bones laying out in symbols on the ground.
My boons.
Wounds. So yeah, you sit there for a minute or so, and there's a moment with like a low from your perspective. There's a moment with like a low whoosh. You guys don't see any of this happening, and suddenly, Atera, you are in the same place, and it looks like it's winter now. There's a light bit of snow off the road. Your friends aren't here at the moment. Mac's car isn't here. But there is another car parked here, and a young lady gets out of it, probably another college student about your age, and she stands up, looks around for a bit. She's got a notebook. She's like looking around, taking notes. She's looking in the direction of the power plant. A big truck drives by, away from the power plant, doesn't hit her, passes her without incident, and she notes that fact. Seems like she's keeping track of the comings and goings of the power plant. And then, sure enough, a moment later, from the brush along the side of the road, something that you fought, the small Jersey Devil-like creature, just jumps her, pounces,
Oh shit.
bites her on the neck, and after a very brief struggle, she's dead there on the ground, in the middle of the road. Then the creature wanders off back into the woods. As after that happens, after she goes down and the creature leaves, you return to your own senses, and yeah, you're back in the present day.
Atera's just crying quietly.
Whoa,
What
what's
happened?
Sitting
going
there on the
Are
ground.
you okay?
I'm gonna go down next to her and just kind of put my arm around her. It's like, what'd you see? What's going on?
one of the things we fought killed her.
Holy shit.
This is a conspiracy.
It's a cover-up. All of it.
We need to go.
We do. Get in the car.
You are in the middle of the street.
Yep,
That's
get
not
in the
where we
car.
need to go.
I know.
Pick up
but
my bones and we head on into the car.
That's what I'm gonna call standing up from now on.
Oh, I just need to pick up my bones real
I
quick.
just need to pick up my bones.
As you just get up and everything creaks and snaps. Like
Why
you're
is
a
Scottish
fucking-
the obvious way to say that?
Oh my
Well, of course it is.
My bones.
My
Oi,
boy.
Irish works too. I gotta pick up my bones. Hold on a minute. Ugh.
Oh, lad, your femur fell out. You forgot to pick this one up.
So that can be about where we start wrapping things up. You guys can retreat back to campus, I suppose, regroup, and kind of decide what do you want to do the next day. You're going to have lunch with Sam and, like, sit on opposite sides of the room and spy on her like every spy movie. If there's anything else you want to put on your to-do list,
Oh, go to class and see if the professor shows up.
Yeah.
sure, you can pop by to class in the morning and see if Professor G shows up. It would be that day.
Yeah, what time is the class?
9:30 to 11:30.
Oh, so it's a morning class. Okay, I just can't
Yeah.
remember. I would like to add to our to-do list for next time to visit the rest of the X-mark locations, including and not including the ones directly in Carranza. So the police annex, well, never seen anyone go in. Yeah, we can visit that.
Do me a favor,
The-
just for the
yeah.
sake of time again for the episode. Pick like 3 that I should have ready if you decide you guys want to go to them. You guys can decide on this as a group. Which ones do you think are most important?
The far
You want
ones
to
would
start
make
with the
the
far
sense-
ones?
If
Yeah,
you
if we
want
wanna do all three
the
of
far
those.
ones would make
Yeah.
sense. To be like, let's
Yeah.
start
Okay.
out and work in.
The lost ones.
The Lost Campers.
And then I guess at some point we need to attack a nuclear power plant? Which, knowing what I know in real life,
Steal the
that's-
Declaration of Independence.
that's easy. It's
Well, we'll cross that bridge when we are pushed over it. So yes, go to class, talk to Sam, go back to the woods to investigate the campsites where people were lost.
all right. So the rational thing for Oliver to do at this point is to be like, okay, we need to give up on this. I'm going to pretend I have a traumatic head injury and say that I don't remember anything, and then we'll just go from there and go back to our lives. That's the rational thing to do. But this is a show, so we're not going to do that.
This is a show. Speaking of show, it's the end of the episode, so I ask some questions. Did we conclude the current mystery? Of course not.
Hell no.
No, you
Yes.
added like
Oh.
3 more mysteries.
You're welcome.
We've only added
Did we
more.
save someone from certain death or worse? Absolutely not.
I'm sorry.
technically-
Technically,
Whoa,
we
whoa,
did,
whoa,
'cause
whoa,
Sam
Sam's
is
back.
Sam is alive.
Sam is
and
back.
we did something to cause that, maybe.
Okay, you know.
But we don't know that for
from
sure
a certain
yet.
point of view. Did we learn something new and interesting about the world?
Yeah, huh?
Sure.
Yes.
Sam's alive.
Did we learn something new and important about one of the hunters?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
John's
Not
friend
really,
is alive.
I mean,
Oliver
No, that's
was
not
lying
something
to us this
hunters.
whole time.
So it's 1 yes and 2 maybes. The 2 maybes total up to 2 yeses. It's 1 experience for everyone.
1 box.
So anyway, the session's over. Thanks for playing. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.
That was really good.
thanks for giving me anxiety.
Anytime. If you also
Anxiety.
got anxiety, consider becoming a YouTube member. Like, comment, and subscribe, all that good shit. Check, if you're watching from slightly in the future, check the description for the link to the Big Adventure Game beta test. If you're watching right when it comes out, stay tuned. It'll be out in a couple of days. And, catch our live stream, Schroeter, Discord, all that stuff. Anyway, goodbye, everyone.
All right.
Bye.
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 Bye. Join us in 2 weeks. Bye.